plus dumbass equals podcast. Serious bullshit podcast.
Later, articulators do behavior. Talk about the shit, then research later.
Post grad plus dumbass equals podcast.
This is episode 6. The screen is up. Hello. Wave to everyone. Hello. Hello. I got a new setup. Sterling's now on a TV in the Bass Grifters studio, but this is actually serious bullshit. What's up, guys? We're back from a hiatus. We took last week off. Sterling was on vacation, and I was very sad from loss of a pet. And we're back this week, and Sterling's got some tales of his adventures, and we were just talking about something. But before we go into that really quick, I want to remind everybody, bassgrifters.com. Everything Bass Grifters is there. Everything serious bullshit is there. There's a forum on there. You could check that out. You can hang out with us. You can talk shit. You could troll each other.
Cool shirts.
Cool shirts. What else we got? Fucking check out the podcast on Bass Grifters if you haven't listened to that yet. I don't know how that's possible. But rate and fucking share and do all that shit for us. And patreon.com if you want to give us $1 a month and get extra episodes. All right. That's it. Yeah, me and Sterling were just fucking talking shit, telling some stories, and we decided to save this one for the cast. It's a classic, apparently.
Yeah, so just to clarify, just because I was gone last week, that was not the pet that Christian lost. I'm not Christian's pet. I'm not part of his pet clan that he's trying to start of all cats.
No.
That's not me.
Yeah, I lost my main cat, my broodmare.
So this one's a classic. It's about my freshman. Talking about fat chicks bending over in naked pics.
Yep.
And we ended up heading down this rabbit hole. I had a freshman roommate, Scott. We lived in a box together in Georgia Southern. You know, beds right next to each other, desks right next to each other. Had to smell his shit every day.
It was like a big screen TV box, I guess, to fit both of you guys, or
both of us. Yeah, we were like in a 2D ant home. Like you couldn't go left, right. You just side to side.
Just side to side. We lived in an ant farm. Yeah, it was a lot like Donkey Kong, bro. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. So we had to jump over, but yeah, you know, obviously crazy shit happens when you put people in that close proximity. So I don't really know what's going on exactly. Don't want to go too far back in the story, but of everything that's going on. But just understand, Scott is he beats to his own drum, kind of crazy guy, and
beats off to his own drum. Yes.
He straight up. That's the best way to put it. Doesn't beat to his own drum. Beats off to his own drum.
He beats off to his own drum.
For instance, one day I was doing calculus homework, and Scott's like, "Hey man, can you leave the room for a minute?" I'm like, "Why?" "No, I'm doing homework." He's like, "Yeah man, I just need to jerk here." And I was like, "What? No, I'm not leaving the room. I'm doing homework. You go to the bathroom and jerk it. I'm not leaving so that you can jerk." He's like, "Hey man, if you don't leave, I'm just gonna start doing it." And so he just
I wouldn't even. Could I just cut in really quick?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have the balls.
Please.
I wouldn't even have the balls to ask somebody to leave so I could jerk off. Like, I'd be like, "Hey man, I got something I gotta do. It's a private." I don't know. I wouldn't just be like, "Hey dude, can you leave real quick so I can jerk off real fast?" And then you come back in knowing that I just jerked off in here and it smells weird and shit.
Gotta smell his lotion. Dude, I'm super glad that you just cut in because someone just walked out that door. I was looking at an old lady and her husband holding flowers. I was like, man, can't tell the story anymore.
The old lady holding flowers, man. She knows. Don't act like she don't know.
You don't know about my college roommate jerking off.
She don't act like she's probably jerked off a ton of dudes. She's so old by now, she's probably jerked off like loads of guys.
So Scott straight up, he whips his dick out, turns on some porn while I'm doing calculus homework, and you know our desks are right next to each other. He just starts jerking his dick. I was like, "Scott, you need to stop or open this door." And he just he kind of kept going. So I was like, "All right," because the door is next to me. So I just opened up the door. Dude didn't stop. Dude kept going.
What,
dude kept jerking with the door open, with me right there. And he didn't finish. He eventually stopped because like someone walked by, so he did quit eventually. But just a brazen ass dude jerks off to his own drum, you know.
Somebody walked by. What did you imagine if you walked past and you're just like, why? Why? Why are you jerking? Why did you not close the door, dude? What is this about?
Why are there two of you in there?
Why are two of you in there? Like, what? Somebody explain this shit. Why is he just jerking off with the door open? Is this a power play?
Dude, he's so mad at me for not leaving. It's so absurd. He eventually went to the bathroom and came back. Ugh. Did you just leave?
You heard him? You heard him go, ugh.
Yeah, he's
mad.
He's
man.
Mad at me.
He fucking hate fucked his own dick.
Well, while I'm on the classic Scott stories, I got to tell the one. So that was our freshman year, right? Oh, and Christian was involved in this one. We're heading home, right? And we were a little intoxicated heading home. In our freshman year, right? And so we're heading home. Dude kind of like starts falling asleep. He's like falling asleep. I'm like, whatever. I'm just listening to music, chilling, doing my thing. Windows down. And I like see his hand. It's kind of like just cupped over his crotch area. I'm like, it's kind of weird. This dude likes to jerk off in front of me. Hope it doesn't get weird. So we're sitting in a two-door coupe, the Tiburon. So he's like right next to me. And,
wait, you said he was just cupping his hand over his dick?
I mean, it's just sort of in his lap right now, right? Nothing too weird. Like,
he's like easing it over?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, that's the best way to put it. He's sort of easing it over. But he's like, if you look at his face, it's just completely like shut. He seems pretty legitimately asleep. I think I'm a pretty good judge of telling when someone's asleep. And he's like half in, half out. And so he's just sort of like got his hand there. I'm like, okay, whatever. Another song or two goes by. He's just kind of like rubbing his crotch. I'm like, this is getting a little weird over here. And then he pulls his hand away. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But he puts it in his pocket. And, you know, he puts it in his pocket and he heads over to his crotchal area again. I sort of see him there. He starts rubbing. And that's when I realized this dude is straight up feeling himself in my car right next to me. I'm sort of going through
and he's playing it off like he's sleeping.
Yeah, I'm kind of like going through this scenario in my head where I'm like trying to figure out what to do. Like, this guy is, I've never...
Like, at what point do I become gay?
Well, I'm thinking in my head, like, what do you do? Like, I've never been in this scenario before.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be willing to bet most people have never been in this scenario because
I've never been
dealt with a person like Scott.
I've never been socialized for this. It's weird.
Exactly. So I'm thinking that through in my head, trying to figure it out. And I eventually come to the conclusion that I can't take myself seriously as a person if there's someone feeling themselves in my car next to me. So I kind of like turn down the music and like punch him in the shoulder. I'm like, hey man, stop feeling yourself. I can't take myself seriously as a person if you're feeling yourself in my car. He's like, oh yeah, sorry man, sorry. So he quits for like all of 5 or 10 minutes. And he's back at it again, dude. He's got his hand, he's like moved his hand back in. He's feeling himself. And so I like turn down the music again. I punch him like, hey man, you're doing it again. I can't take myself seriously as a person with you feeling yourself. And so he's like, actually, that's when I called Christian. I called Christian. I'm like, hey man, someone's feeling themselves in my car right now. This dude's like jerking off in my car. What do I do?
You should have called the cops.
But Christian just told me, he's like, you kick his ass, dude. That's what you do. You kick his ass.
He's doming you right now, bro. He's the dom friend right now, dude. You're getting domed way too hard. I would never allow that. I don't care what the stakes.
And so, but the thing is, I got to live with this guy for another like 3 or 4 months in an ant farm. I got to crawl, over him, all that sort of stuff. So I don't really want to kick his ass because it's just gonna not be a good 3 months of my life.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really trying to kick his ass. So I like pull over. I just tell him, hey man, you gotta stop again. We're gonna see Christian. He's gonna make fun of you later. Like, stop feeling yourself. And so it's like another. He stops for a little bit, but he starts again. This is the third time this dude is feeling himself in my car. I pull over. I'm like, Scott, if you don't stop feeling yourself, I'm calling my dad. Like, I'm calling my dad.
My dad. Dad! Your dad's gonna be like, Sterling, beat his ass. I don't know what to tell you, dude. He's gonna tell you the same thing. I guarantee you your dad would have said beat him up. What the fuck?
So the reason my dad was important because we were heading to my dad's house, like to stay for a couple nights. So it was like he was.
That would have made it so weird.
This man in the face.
Dad, I just want you to know. Like, what, son? Why are you coming? Don't bring him here. Take him somewhere else. We'll get him a hotel. I don't want him jerking off here all the goddamn time.
And so that was that. And then I guess Christian met him. You got any thoughts about when meeting that guy?
I don't remember even really meeting him. That was an important enough memory for me to even reconcile. But I do remember that party at his house that one time. And I remember specifically from there. And I think I met somebody else that kind of looks like him, and now they've melded together as one person visually. So I don't remember what he looks like, but I remember the guy. I remember playing disc golf with him, too.
Yeah, I think that was that time that we played disc golf with him.
Yeah.
I kind of remember, it's like the 11th hole, the one where you throw to the back way where you park to walk down to the river at the wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never actually got to the fat girl story.
Oh, yeah. Well, go ahead. I'll do my Scott story after this.
So everyone kind of understands the Scott guy's just a little off. He's just not exactly.
Dude, that's not all right.
Together.
Wait, before we even get to that, like, well, can we just have a plain out discussion? Like, what is? He's not like Diogenes or whatever. Like, what the fuck is that?
What that means.
The philosopher guy, I think it's Diogenes. That fucking like somebody would say like he's a dog, he like act like a dog and they like bark at him and piss on him. He like lived outside in a bathtub or some shit. And he's just fucking. He just didn't give a fuck. He would just like lay around and just I don't know, man. He's a crazy guy. But that's all his philosophy written around him. It's all his philosophy written around him. It's like I guess he's like the modern day. He's a modern day Diogenes, but he'll whip his dick out, jerk off anywhere. You know how fucking ape like, you know how primitive and ape like that is, dude. The behavior there, like think about how unsocial that is, like how uncivilized that is.
It sounds like a Louis C.K. skit. Like he's like everyone.
Hey, dude, I was literally while you were saying it, I was like, dude, that's so funny. While you were saying it, I was like, man, I wish somebody jerked off in my car. That'd be a great story on stage. I wish somebody jerked off in my car. No, but I was like, man, Australia, if you ever did an open mic, that's your go-to, dude. If you ever like find yourself in that situation, they're like, dude, just go up. Tell that story about the guy drinking. People will be shitting their pants because they won't understand it because it defies all, like, dude, like that would never happen. Like you just would think that would never happen unless it was some homeless guy. You'll never see somebody just pull out their dick and start jerking off. You're not a person that's in college that you know that's civilized because that's like some straight up on a base level. Like, dude, you don't jerk your dick off next to me, bro. All right? Straight up, dude. Like, you just don't, like, I don't know. It's some weird primal shit. Like, I don't want that. Unless you're, like, watching a porn together, which is weird. But I feel like that's, like, some type of, it's like a sad version of a gangbang or a sad version of a threesome if you're jerking off next to another dude.
Yeah, like.
Because it's like if you're both fucking the same chick, it's not gay. So if you're both sitting there jerking off to some chick in a porn, is that gay? Well, let's discuss that right now real quick. We got a fucking discussion. Which is
I think that if you're doing a devil's threesome, you got one in the butt and you got one in the puss, and you're like feeling each other's dick through that really thin skin. You're kind of getting jerked off by a dick.
Yeah, you're kind of getting jerked off by a dick, but, I mean, there's nothing gay about it. It's just weird. Because gay would mean, like, you want to fuck the guy's asshole.
Yeah, but why
you don't want to fuck
put yourself in this situation in the first place if you don't? Because I don't.
What?
I'm not trying to, like, bang a chick with my dude friend, like, unless I'm kind of feeling him.
Kind of feeling him? That'd be the creepiest way to ask a dude to do a threesome with you. Like, hey, bro, I'm kind of feeling you. Hey, Sterling, I've been kind of feeling you lately, bro.
That's exactly what I'm saying, man. Why would you do it? Like, what if you're not trying to feel that dude? Why is he in the situation at all?
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's power, dude. It's like a Dom power move. All day.
What do you mean?
Like a bro, like, we're fucking tag teaming this chick. It's like, I don't know. It's not like you're having, like, it's not like the girl is a person in that situation.
Are you saying it's like a bonding experience, like team building?
It's team building, all right. You're building a team of 3. You're building something. You're building some type of tripod, like, What I'm saying is that, dude, if there's a situation where there's two dudes banging a chick, one dude's in the pussy, one dude's in the ass, it's not romantic.
Obviously, yeah. That I think
that's what I'm saying.
Is
she is just a pussy in a butthole at that point. I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's not.
So now you're essentially arguing at this point that it's just the dudes doing this thing together, and that makes it gay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So they might as well just have a sex doll and fuck it together. It doesn't make it gay.
Fuck duck, dude. They can have a fuck duck.
A fuck duck.
A whole gaggle of them.
A whole gaggle of fuck ducks, and they won't turn off. They got a gaggle of fuck ducks. It just keeps buzzing.
Yeah, that premise on Base Grifters was absurd. Like, people believe that.
I couldn't. When Mike first said "fuck duck," I was like, "That is so dumb, Mike. Like, come on, dude. We could do better than that." And then the first call went off, and they were like, they just started taking that shit seriously. And then the chick was like looking it up and shit, and I was like, "All right, dude. I guess it's that fucking dumb." But let's look it up right now. I'm about to actually find out. Let me get to the bottom of this.
I already looked it up, dude. It's at Spencer's. It's like. Not that expensive. That's exactly what she did. She came back and she's like, the blow up one, and you're like, nah, mine's got batteries and it vibrates and it won't turn off. It quacks.
That's a fuck. No, it's all covered in cum. They're yelling that and shit.
Can engineering come in here and turn it off? We need engineering.
Get some guy to come in here and turn it off. That was so fucking weird. That was so dumb, dude. Just the
it was.
Whatever. Anyways, all right. So you were telling the story about.
Yes. So speaking of fuck ducks, so we're freshman year of college, right? And trying to figure out how I want to tell the story exactly. But there's this. We've been hanging out. I got my friend Mike. I'm hanging out with him, and Scott's around. And there's this other girl, Becca. And the way that these dorms are set up, this ant farm that we live in. Is the bottom floor of the ant farm is all females, and then there's 2 floors above it, and those 2 are all male. And so on the bottom floor, there's this chick Becca, and she's just kind of a friend. We see her around. Hey Becca, what's up? Becca has her friend in. Her name is don't know. Call her New Jersey. We never gave her a name because this bitch is about the size of New Jersey. She's big, dude. She's fucking big.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is weird. Old people listen to this story. Anyways,
it's okay, man. It's okay, dude. They're fine. They're gonna die soon. It's all right.
They're gonna die soon, but at least they get to talk shit about me being a chauvinist pig.
You're the highlight. You're the highlight of their day right now. They're like, Did you hear that young little shit saying those nasty things in the window? My arthritis.
So let's try to get these old people in for the future.
Tell them you'll see him at the Adult Swim.
See Adult Swim. So this bitch is big, and so we're hanging out with Mike. We're about to go get a little toasted, and she's sort of like, "Hey, can we come?" And he sort of like looks at Becca, and Becca, he's kind of like looks at her because she comes sometimes, but then like looks at her friend. He's like, "Mm-mm." He's like, "Nope, I'm not putting that in my car." Basically, is what she's like. No, we're busy. So we just like sort of leave them hanging. We go do our thing and we come back.
Denied. Like, sorry, dude. There's like a limit. I'm pretty sure there's a factory limit sticker in here somewhere. Hang on, let me check the sticker on the inside of the door because I'm pretty sure this is not cool.
So they get denied. We go off. We do our thing. We come back around. And everyone sort of, all the kids sort of hang out in the back of the Brandon Hall, and they all like smoke cigarettes, sort of hang out, talk shit. And so we're walking back there, and I think Scott's with us at this time. And so we're back there, and Scott's smoking a cigarette, and he gets one, and Becca and that New Jersey chick are back there too, and they're both smoking a cigarette. And Scott came with us, so he got a little toasted too. And he's sitting there, and he goes, hey, he looks at Becca, he goes, hey, will you suck my dick? Just like kind of out of the blue, embracing, hey, will you suck my dick?
Damn, dude. This guy's a champ.
Becca goes, no, but she probably will, and points at New Jersey. And New Jersey's like taking a drag on her cigarette, and then she just like blows it out and goes, let me finish my cigarette.
No shit. That's the best answer ever, dude. That's the best answer ever. Holy shit, dude. You got like fucking... You got a straight up like 10 minutes of material right now on this guy. That is fucking hilarious, dude.
And so
let me finish my cigarette. Oh my God, the last words you ever want to hear before that, if coming from that chick.
Exactly, and I'm just like disgusted. I'm like, I don't know. Me and Mike, we go do something, and I'm coming back in, and Brandon doesn't have an elevator. It only has 3 floors of stairs. It's a super old building, and so I'm heading up the stairs, and here comes Becca down the stairs. She's like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "My room." She's like, I was like, ugh. So I go to my car, right, and I just sort of chill out in my car for a while, and I'm sitting there chilling in my car, and probably 10 or 20 minutes go by. I'm like, all right, it's been enough. Like, he's definitely not still going now. I know that guy. I've seen him jerk it a couple times.
I know that guy. There's no way. There's no damn way.
And so I go back inside, and I get to the 3rd floor of Brandon where we stayed, and there's a fucking riot, dude, of dudes just all laughing. And there's something going on. No. And so I get up there, and I'm just going to go, like, there was details to be uncovered, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell it exactly how it went down. So what happens is they're both up there. He gets Becca and New Jersey up in there, and I've got a big green couch, which you slept on a couple times after this, but I had them a big green couch, and they're both on it. And so Becca kind of just like leaves, and they're gonna do it, and she's like on the phone with Becca, just like as Becca leaves, and Becca's talking to her, and Scott just whips out his dick. And while she's on the phone, he just, like, inserts it in her mouth on the couch, dude, until she's, like, talking, and then she just shuts up and just goes for it, dude. And so he just inserts it in there. And
it's not, dude, once you're past a certain weight limit, is it not rape anymore? Or it's like, no, you're super fat. You need this dick. You're going to...
I guess you're right. That was probably rape.
Actually, we've ruled it not rape. There's no matter what, she needed the dick. The court is ruled. The court is ruled.
She needed the dick.
She needed the dick.
The court rules in favor of the dick.
The court rules in favor of Scott's dick. Oh, that's great. All right, this is crazy.
She just starts going for it, dude. So she's like gaggling there on the couch, and I guess the phone call ended. I assume they hung up.
I'm assuming the phone call ended.
I never actually asked
Unless
that
somebody was just like, I'm going to listen to you give a blowjob for fucking a couple more minutes here.
And so I'm not really sure how long that went on, but Scott, the most courteous thing he ever did was he moved this chick from my couch to his bed. He started fucking her. And so they like do it on the bed. He does like a 2 pump and done. Like, I don't think he was trying to soak in there too long. He was he wasn't up in there.
He wasn't trying to collect any flavor. He wasn't trying to season the dick a little bit.
He wasn't trying to season any of that. And so 2 pump done, and then he's kind of like, all right, you need to leave.
A 2 pump dump, dude. That's called a 2 pump dump.
He did the 2 pump dump and was like, all right, time for you to go. And she was kind of like, what? I'm not leaving. And he was like, no, you need to leave. And she like kind of refused to leave. So he went down the hall. He found this redheaded kid named Jacob. He was like, hey man, I got this problem in my room, and I need you to help me like get this girl out of my room. He's like, well, it can't be that hard. So he walks down there and like goes in the room, and then he's like, oh, like I get it. Like you can't get this chick out of your room. Like she's just too big, and she refuses to leave. And so then
you physically can't make me leave.
He's like, oh, he just sees her. And so then they go back down to his room, and he has a whole like stack. He has a whole jar of Slim Jims, dude. And they start laying a Slim Jim trail out of the fucking room, dude. They just start putting Slim Jims down in this girl's face, and she just left like so angry. So it kind of worked.
What?
So
what?
They down, like a little bread trail.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. What kind of sociopath would do this shit? What are you talking about?
You got a bunch of college dudes in a dorm, dude, and there was a big
dude. They exactly Slim Jim breadcrumb trailed a fat chick out of their room after they 2 pump dumped. Jesus Christ! What the fuck, dude?
And that's the story of New Jersey. And then we like attributed a bunch of legends to her because the 2nd floor of Brandon, it's lower than the 3rd floor ceiling of Brandon. So we said that was due to New Jersey. She became like a legend in Brandon.
Dude, That is fucking crazy. I just can't imagine that. I can't imagine what she was been like. Like, what the fuck, dude? And she just like left. She didn't eat him, right? What if she grabbed a couple and was like, "Fuck off"? And then taking these though. I'm taking these though. Bet I'm taking these though. Dumbass. And she calls him a dumbass. I was gonna get some anyway. Now I got the meat shit.
And so that's the classic story of New Jersey.
Holy shit, man. All right, well, mine's not that crazy now. Mine was just with Mike at that party, man. We were, if you guys don't know, bass grifter Mike. Fucking, we were all at that guy's house, and we were hanging out there. I don't think we were actually partying. I think we were just chilling, smoking or something. And there's a bunch of chicks over there, and he was there, and he was like talking about having a threesome with these chicks, and they were talking about how like his dick doesn't stay hard, and it was like really crazy.
With
we were just like,
or with Mike?
With Scott, and then me and Mike were just like, what the fuck this whole time? And then we were like all chilling, and we were like standing up all in a circle, I think at one point, and then Mike just out of nowhere was like, hey! And he was like, called him out, dude, for everybody. And he was like, you just ate your booger, dude. And Scott was like, what? No. And he's like, yes, you did. He's like, you just ate your fucking booger. I saw that shit. And Mike just, for some reason, dude, I think it might have been, he was a little out of line with how amped he got, but it was the most funny thing ever, dude. He was like legitimately fucking pissed at this guy for eating his booger, dude. And he started screaming at him like, nah, fuck you, man. You ate your booger. And Scott was like, nah, y'all gotta leave, dude. And Scott kicked us out. Remember? He made all of us leave. You left too. You were like, all right, man, yeah, we're going to go.
Leaving, but
yeah, we left right there.
Left.
Dude, that's why, because he was like, y'all got to go, dude. Because Mike was yelling at walking down the steps outside the apartment complex, like, fuck you, dog. You ain't your booger-eating bitch. You're a booger-eating bitch. Mike was like so mad at that guy, dude. I mean, he was ready to fucking beat his ass over eating that booger, dude. I couldn't believe it.
It's hilarious.
Yep.
Dude, I'm surprised. I guess he deserved it. I don't remember being mad at Mike. Don't remember Scott really kicking us out. I
can't believe you don't remember that. I can't believe you don't remember that. That was insane. He ate that fucking. I don't know if he ate a booger or not. That's why it's so hilarious, because Mike just was like belligerent about it.
I remember leaving and everything, but I just don't remember like why, or I don't remember.
Like he must have eaten the booger. Like it must have been like a meteor-sized booger, and he must have like ate it like grapes. Like Mike must have just been like, no. Like it must have been an abomination. Like the way it wasn't like a casual eat. It was like he must have really done it big. And Mike saw him and was like, nah, fuck that, dude. That was a huge booger, like unacceptable booger. It was bloody. Yeah. No.
Everything Scott did was unacceptable.
I mean, clearly, dude. The stories that you told, yeah, absolutely unacceptable. Beating off anywhere in a car, beating off anywhere next to a dude who's not also beating off with you, tandem, not good, dude. Not cool. Even though the tandem thing not necessarily cool, just not as socially unacceptable as just beating off next to somebody, dude. That's just fucking crazy.
But speaking of the tandem thing, like I was thinking the other day about the whole fact that like we heard about the word circle jerk ever since we were a kid, right? Like you just heard that word, but that's a word because that had to be a thing, right? That's not a joke. It didn't start as a joke for sure, right?
It was definitely a thing.
That's the thing.
You got to think.
I've never heard about that being a real thing.
Man, there's probably like where like dudes would like get all together, man. You put if you have a bunch of dudes. All right, let me put it this way, dude. Think about how many different ways you figured out how to smoke weed. How many different ways you built contraptions to smoke weed. All kinds of different ways, dude. And if you're just a bunch of dudes and you meet up and go to these gay bars on the weekends or something like that, and you're horny ass motherfucking dudes like young dudes are, full testosterone, ready to fuck, you're just gonna get creative, dude. And you're gonna be like, let's circle up and all jerk each other off. This would be tight. Like you're all in there, everyone's in the same room jerking off, and they all looked at each other and we're like, man, let's make this a thing. And you know, gay dudes kind of like I don't know, man. Like what?
You're saying
what's
it's
it called?
gay dudes?
No,
these aren't straight dudes anymore?
I'm thinking that circle jerks started off with gay dudes, because I don't think that there's any other reason why you would just want. I would think that it would be sense. Because my point was like gay dudes like interior design and decorating and shit, and so they'd be like, this is like the most pretty way to jerk each other off, is we all circle up in a circle.
And I've been worrying about the logistics of it, like so as soon as you like cream. Like, do you got to keep going on the next guy because you're not feeling it anymore? Like, you got to keep what if he's like the one guy that won't?
The what?
You're just not getting his nut. You're just not getting his nut.
He's not he's new. Is his first time in the circle?
Yeah, I guess.
he's like, I don't know if I like this or not. Maybe the idea is we all line up and we all jerk each other off in a big circle, because then it's like we're all like it's like not your hand jerking your own dick, so it feels different.
A stranger, yeah, it's a straight stranger.
Yeah, bunch of strangers. Because I guess it's like the angle, right? It's easier. It's hard to jerk a guy out from the front like this, right? If you're face to face, it'd be hard to jerk each other off.
You wouldn't want to do that, no.
Right. So if the circle, it's easier. Everybody could jerk each other off sideways.
And then like,
actually, now it's starting to make sense to me.
So I was thinking about the logistics of like how you get out of the circle, like, because you gotta one, get the dude's nut next to you, but then you also gotta get your nut out. That's the two things. And so then
your face while you're thinking about it is fucking priceless, dude. It's not like it looked like you were legitimately thinking about it mathematically.
Yeah, dude, I've been trying to figure it out. I was like, how do you get out of the circle? And it seems like there's two things that have to happen. Condition number one, you have to be done. Condition number two, the guy in your hand has to be done. And then as soon as you're out of the circle, like maybe you would chill on the couch or something, but now it's a line jerk, just like the conga line jerk.
Well, I think you can get. I think as for 3 dudes, you can still consider it a circle.
No, but one dude stepped out. It's no longer complete.
Well, if one dude steps out, then that guy just relinks. If there's like 6 dudes and it's just 5 dudes, but they just link those other 2 dudes, and then he starts jerking the dude off next to him, man.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
Now I get it.
You need to conceptualize this.
It's just like such a casual thing I've thrown around my whole life, but never actually considered how it works.
I was like, man, how am I going to get out of this circle jerk? Once you're in, bro. There's no turning back. All right, dude? There's no turning back in a circle jerk. When you're in the circle, you're locked in until everyone comes. We're all in this together.
And so you think that it's
when you're done, you cheer on the guy to your left, all right? While you're jerking the guy up. You cheer him on, and then when there's one guy left, everyone's like, come on, Jim. Oh, yeah, come on, Jim. You got this, brother. You're a champ. It's going to be a biggin'.
But you think it was gay dudes. It wasn't straight dudes doing this.
Dude, what? You're not straight, probably. I don't know, man. Maybe if it's literally, I don't know, dude. Jerking off's just fine for me. I don't know how far. If you got to take jerking off that far to where you got to have, like, line up 8 guys and get a circle going just so you can feel something from the stranger effect, I don't know, bro. You might need to, like, buy a fleshlight or something instead.
Yep, I agree. Oh, dude, that
I think that would be, I would consider that a little homoerotic.
Yeah, that reminds me of this is just going to become the Scott cast. Got to get all these stories out.
Right.
He comes back from he was from Nicaragua. I always said it's where God spit his chewing tobacco. And he's Blackwater, right? Nicaragua?
Yeah.
That's not how it's actually spelled.
Nicaragua.
Sir God spits his chewing tobacco because God, he's a good Southern boy.
God was a good Southern man.
He came back from there, and apparently when he's over there, he bought like a fake pussy. So he brings like this fake pussy back, and basically everyone else, he kind of like showed it to us like it was cool, and everyone else, and then that obviously backfired. Everyone else was like, what? You bought a fake pussy? What's wrong with you?
Like what kind? What is it like?
It's like it's about.
When you say fake pussy, that could mean so many things. I don't know what.
It's I'm trying to figure out a good size to put it at, but it fit in your lap. It's about like a butt size, right? It's like something that if you could like hold a little girl and you could do this, right? But it was like shaped like a vagina, and it was like that. It's like this sticky plastic. I didn't feel inside of it, obviously, but it was like in a.
You didn't want to stick your fingers in it? You touched it at all? I would not.
It was in a bag, so I kind of felt it was like that. It's like kind of like the gritty plastic stuff that's really smushy, like it smushes really well.
Dude, you realize somebody's got to fuck all those before they go out. They
got to test it, make sure it works.
They got to, dude. What if they stick their dick in there and it rips your dick? They got some guy that's like, your dick's on the line, brother, but you get to fuck all these rubber, but you get to fuck all these fresh rubber pussies while they come hot. They're like cookies.
They're like they're still warm.
They're like cookies.
So this motherfucker went and bought one of those things, brought it back to the United States for God knows why. I guess he's gonna fuck this in the room sometimes. But
continue.
That it goes back to that big green couch. She's got this friend. Her name is Sammy. She's coming in. She goes to Georgia Tech, and Scott looks the fuck up to this girl. He like grew up with her. She's this really smart girl. He's sort of like he's obsessed with this girl and like being her friend and impressing her in a way. And so he like comes over. He's got to go do some. He was in a fraternity. He's like, I gotta go do this frat shit, but I'll be done in like a couple hours. Just like entertain her basically while I'm gone. And so he's like, but whatever you do, don't let her see this pussy. And he like hides this.
You must guard this rubber pussy.
And so it goes back to that big green couch that I was telling you about where New Jersey was on the phone. And so behind my big green couch, I had this this poster board. And it was like this. It was 3 very large poster boards, and it could be folded up. And it was from a poster sale, and somehow or another, it ended up in my room. Don't know how. And it was around the couch, right? And it was pretty cool because it was double-sided. It was showing all the posters that they were selling at the poster sale, and it was back there. And so, Scott goes to this thing, leaves Sam. She's cool. We're chilling. We're talking. I also want to go to Georgia Tech at this time, so I'm sort of talking to her about that. And then she starts noticing all the posters that are behind the couch. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, these are super cool, and it's double-sided. Check it out, right? And so I slide the couch out just to show her the thing. And I was like, oh, there's a fucking fake pussy back there, dude. And either I gotta own this, or I'm gonna be like, that's Scott's. So I make a game time decision. I just go, that's Scott's.
That's fucked. That's hilarious.
No,
he drugged off in my car. Fuck this guy. Selling him out.
Basically.
he had this comment. I am not taking this for you. I'm not taking this bullet, dude. No way.
It's still behind my couch, though, so I don't know how much she believes me. And so, I don't know. I think I like threw it aside, or I don't remember if I like shut the couch back or what, dude. I don't really remember what happened, but I just remember later that night being like, "Yes, Scott." I told her she saw the pussy, and he's like, "What?" He was so mad at me. I was like, "Yeah, dude. I told her it was yours." Fuck you, man.
You should have said.
What happened? You did it on purpose. He was like so convinced that I was doing it on purpose.
Yeah. Dude, you should have just told her that you want to be monogamous, but you also wanted to try the stack.
The what?
The stack, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like when you stack 2 chicks on top of each other, I guess. Like some really weird. Like a chick lays on another chick's back, like they're going for a horse ride. So it's just 2 asses. So you'd have your chick like right on top of that fake ass, and then you could do that without having to really fucking put that chick on the bottom, because that's gotta suck. You're like, somebody's laying on top of you. You're like, fucking head's getting mashed into the covers and shit. It's gotta be pretty uncomfortable, man. Getting squished.
Oh,
like
okay.
That.
Yeah.
You picturing it now?
I'm picturing
the stack.
Now,
yeah. Yeah.
The stack.
Stack attack.
Well, that's what happened, man, and it's pretty fucking funny.
That's crazy, dude. That Scott guy was he's a legendary. He's beaten off in heaven now. Rest in peace, Scott.
Yeah, so it should come as no surprise to anyone listening how crazy this guy is that he's dead now. Of course he died. I mean, sure, it should be no surprise. Like, if I told you, oh, that guy's dead. Oh, by the way, this guy we're talking about, he's dead. Oh,
the surprise.
Of course he is.
The surprise was that it was not autoerotic asphyxiation. Which would have made sense. Right?
Yeah, it could have been. That would have made sense.
Yeah, he'd have been like, oh, well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gone out doing what he loved, man. Goddamn champion, dude. He was like, I'm doing it all the ways.
He died as he lived.
You think if you die jerking off like that, like if you do the hang yourself thing like David Carradine, like you're just stuck in jerking off forever, like that's your punishment? You just gotta keep
Like,
jerking off.
in hell, like you're just like still hanging there. It's like jerk.
Jerk, boy, jerk your dick, damn it. It's the guy from Full Metal Jacket. He's like, jerk your dick, pussy. The guy's just like,
that would be Scott's punishment.
Permanent jerk off forever. What would be your punishment if you went to hell right now? What would be your punishment?
I just want to throw out it'd be super hilarious if like Jigsaw did a puzzle for Scott about masturbation. I'm just seeing that in my head. Scott, I want to play a game.
I want to play a game. You like to jerk your dick? Well, now you gotta keep jerking. You might have to keep jerking off, or else the guillotine goes off and chops your dick off. Well, you probably bleed out, so that could kill you. So it's like a little baby dick guillotine, and his dick is chopped off.
Dude, if you guys would have made the butt tug baby for real, Scott would have been y'all's first customer.
He'd have been the guy. He'd have been like, I can finally do this.
So suck, dude. The dream.
Suck. The dream is come true. I don't have to get that surgery now. The Marilyn Manson surgery.
He would have been in y'all's commercial too. He would have been like, "Thanks to the butt tug, buddy. Surgery's no longer an option.
Surgery's
still
don't have to
still
worry about
longer
that.
in my future."
Does he really have his ribs taken out? Marilyn Manson. Is that real?
I think that's real. I don't know. I don't
You
know if it's
fucking
real.
horrific that sounds, dude. To saw your fucking. They had to rip open his chest and saw his bones out, dude. Jesus Christ. So you can suck your own dick? There's no goddamn way I'd ever be like, oh, look, man. If you want to suck your own dick, bro, I can saw those two goddamn bones right out of your fucking chest right there, and then you can bend over no fucking problem. How about that? And you'd be like, I'm good. I'm good. Maybe I'm just not supposed to suck my own dick.
Yeah, that's a you'd think that if you were Marilyn Manson, you could just get freak bitches.
Dude, you know everybody always says, like, if you're sucking your own dick, like, oh, I would never leave the house, dude. You always hear that? It's like literally the most common term you would hear, right? I would never leave the house. It'd be like, yeah, dude, you'd be just like anybody else that has to give blowjobs all the time. You'd be like, I'm really not feeling it today, man. God damn it. You never give yourself, you give yourself blowjobs for like 2-3 weeks. You'd be giving killer blowjobs to yourself, dude, and then you'd be like, you'd be half-assing your own blowjobs, and you're just like fucking phoning it in. You're like doing a text while you're sucking your own dick. Like I'm trying to take care of some emails and shit. You're like sucking your own dick in the book on the couch. Catching up on Game of Thrones. I got it on my phone, like looking down through your legs.
So I'm doing the Thrones cast and make some self-sucking noises.
Dude, all right, yeah, we gotta plan that out too after this. I still want to do that. I got that thing. I got Windows 10 set back up on my computer, and I got that program.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep, so it'd be super easy
just
this
so everyone
time.
knows,
The audio
we
goes right through.
We squinched it.
We tried, we squinched it, and then Sters had to go on vacation, and I had some shit happen. So we're gonna figure it out. There's only 7 episodes this season, so we gotta start banging them out soon.
Yeah, we'll get like a good 3 or 4 in.
No, I mean, we'll do all of them from the beginning, man. Let's just go back and watch them.
Oh, we'll start from the beginning?
Yeah, might as well, dude. We just talk shit, and it'll be fun to rewatch it, like as a whole series, if you're watching along with us, because we're shit on it the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Erica didn't make it to that first one, but she's done with class now. She got her master's degree. She had like a bunch of talking points, dude. She was ready to go. She was real disappointed she didn't make it. Yeah, I was like, just understand that the other 4 people in the podcast are just talking shit.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. All right. Well, it's like if she knows a lot about the actual
lore,
lore and shit, then
she's deep.
Then I'm saying like we can just talk about it afterwards or before, just have like a discussion about the episode.
Yeah, or she, yeah.
Does that make sense? Anyways, we're planning shit right now live on a podcast, so let's fucking.
Oh yeah, let's move on.
Anyways, so you were just on vacation. Tell us about it.
I wouldn't call it vacation, but I did take a weekend trip up to, I'm in Albuquerque, and there's this place called Taos, which is the most New Mexican town in New Mexico, just in, like, authentic shittiness. It's this beautiful, it's hard to understand.
That's the weirdest, I have no idea what that means. You just, authentic shittiness, the most New Mexican town in New Mexico,
like,
the cheesiest cheese, sort of like the reddest red, the bluest blue.
What? It has this sort of antique, rundown look to it of like the adobe houses and these stick fences that they sort of build, and the roads, they're all overgrown on the side. They're not well groomed, and Taos embodies that so well. Everyone knows New Mexico for Santa Fe, but Santa Fe is just it's corporate compared to Taos.
All right.
So we went up there. Taos is also known. It's most well known for its ski resort. It says like
that was a way better description, by the way.
Yeah. That's a I don't know. Yeah, everyone sleeps on New Mexico, but it's really nothing to sleep on. It's fucking baller here.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
We got a baller here.
And I'm not a baller.
In
New Mexico, I'm a baller.
You rated it baller here. That's a pretty good rating, dude.
It's definitely. You gotta fit in. You'd like it, but you gotta be a little bit. You're not looking for a corporate. You're not looking for malls. You're looking for like some legit outdoors. And because everyone sleeps on New Mexico, the trails aren't full of people. It's just got there's a couple people out there, but it's not just overrun with tons of people trying to use the same damn trail.
Dude, that Smoky Mountains is insane. I don't know if you've been anytime recently. I think.
Nope. Well, we went, but
yeah,
we went in the off season.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad then. I mean, there was times where I've got up there with Sam, and there's just cars backed up down the street. You have to walk literally a quarter mile to the trailhead parking lot because there's literally cars just lined up down the side of these roads. Man, it's so packed now, and I love those places, dude. But holy shit, I don't remember it. And I've been to all those places when I was a kid, and all these national parks, and I just never ever remember there being this many fucking people at all these places.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was loud. Whatever that was.
We got a plane flying over. Yeah,
nope.
And that's what I'm saying makes New Mexico super cool is that everyone sleeps on it. But it's so fucking beautiful out here, and you just don't have to fuck with the people, and you can just get some real nature going. And so that's exactly what me and that biking guy I talked about 2 podcasts ago. His name's Chandler. There's this town in New Mexico. Well, I mean, what a fucking name. It's called Angel Fire. What a fucking sick name, right?
It's pretty tight.
I'm from Angel Fire, New Mexico.
That's pretty
damn.
Dope. Yeah. Well, what do you do?
What's going on there?
You hunt vampires? What do you do?
Angel Fire. So we camped in Angel Fire, woke up at 5 in the morning, made some breakfast, and then there's a cross-country biking trail that goes from Angel Fire all the way to Taos. And it's about 25, 26 miles. And so we got there and we just fucking did it, dude. And it was it's just fucking sick. Yeah. It's so fun. It was 5 hours of mostly downhill and some of the shittiest uphill in my life. We did have to climb. I think we climbed for an hour and 15 minutes straight, and I'm talking about up. What? There was times up.
I don't know if I'm interested in that. Right?
There's different levels of up, but this was up, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And we did that for an hour and 15 minutes, and by the end, I was about to cry. I was like, fucking, how much longer are we gonna go up to get down? I
hate that feeling in mountain biking, dude. Oh my god.
It's
dude, this is the feeling that you would have if you were trying to get away from death of something's chasing you. And you're like, how long is it going to take? I keep holding out. And you're like, that feeling, it's man, is that a muscle you can train? Because I feel like my grandfather does that shit too. Tries to push himself to these points where he's just got to mentally push through it. And I wonder if I wonder if that actually has benefit or if it's just really stressful, adding a lot of cortisol. That sounds fucking good.
I think going through it is good. Get better. I mean,
you don't think it would age you though?
Does it age you? I don't think so, man, because the people that I see, I went and did a bike trail up in Glorieta, which is this amazing Christian camp. I mean, it is so cool with the lakes and the zip lines and the rock walls and the biking trails that it might be worth getting touched. Yeah. I think it might be.
Yeah?
I might get touched just to go to that camp.
I might get diddled for this shit.
I might get diddled for that camp,
I might get diddled for this camp, homie. Yeah, it's nice though.
It's so fucking sick, but we get out we get out, and I see this lady who's wearing bike shorts, and I was like, damn, that chick is fit. She's a tank. This bitch is like 80, dude. She's like 80 and has like the most killer legs from just like always doing this stressful shit. Yeah. She was talking about all the races. It got real annoying actually. We were like on the trail. She's like, I remember this year we did this. We went this way. Hey, did we go this way? The other year did we go that way?
I'd have fucking put a stick in her. I'd have put a fucking stick in her. I'd have put a stick in her tire super quick.
She kept telling me about all the old ways the track used to go. It's like, I'm here to figure out which way it's going this year. Don't really care.
All I do is bike.
But she was a tank, dude. She was a straight tank.
Yeah, man. My grandfather's he's riding from Florida all the way up to Pennsylvania in like increments and like fucking making sure that he starts at the same spot though and like continues just riding all the way up. Him and my mom did 400 miles 4 days, dude. 100 miles a day from fucking.
Your mom?
Yeah.
A century a day, dude?
From Roanoke, Virginia to North Augusta to our house. They rode all the way home.
When was this?
She was bleeding and shit, she said. She laid in bed for like a day and a half.
The blood moon.
That was a while ago. That was like before I knew you. I was probably in like 7th, 8th grade.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying recently. I was like, damn.
Maybe it was in like 9th or 10th grade. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it was a long time ago, though, for sure. But, yeah, man, they're fucking monsters. I just don't know, man. All right, let's digress for a second on the topic of like a grueling, because I can get down on a mountain bike. Like, I understand that experience. It's like a thrill, kind of, and like that.
It's an adrenaline rush, like when you're going down a savage mountain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's puzzle to pick out your line. Like, I'm gonna go this way, and that's how I'm not gonna fuck
up. That's the fun part. Is that like when you're going down a hill or something, and you're like looking at the routes or what's there, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and then executing it perfectly is great. Yeah. And it's like instant payoff. It's fucking when you're going up the hill, you know there's gonna be a gratifying downhill to give you fucking something back, a break and fun, and it makes it worth the fucking effort. But when you're on a 60-mile like fucking what do you call it? 10-speed. Is that what we called the road bike? If you're on like a 60-mile ride bike like that, dude, and it's just like, man, when it's like 40 miles in, 30 miles in, whatever it is, and you're like, fuck, dude, and then you get it, and like at the end, you just like, all right, yeah, I did it. Like there's no, you don't get like that downhill, woo, or any of that shit. You're just like, all right, I'm done. Let me like go hobble into the fucking. And like not sit down right for a fucking day or two.
I absolutely agree with the road bike. Like it's not as you miss the whole puzzle. It's like straight up just work. It's just work. And sometimes you get a sick downhill on a road bike. You know what, dude? Go way faster on a downhill road bike.
That's funny you say that. The way you put it, like work. Because I mean, my grandfather's a farm boy, dude. Like he's a work horse type of guy. Like when he comes to visit like my mom's house, he's like, what can I do around here? And he's like fucking fixing the sinks and shit, and just like he's just doing shit. He's just like, I work. He just does work all the time. His ideas about work are like, you work till the job's done, not till whatever time it is. It's just like fucking, it's very work oriented, dude. And then he's just like, he just gets on a bike. He's like, I'm just gonna do work here now, I guess. It's just like, I'm work no matter where you're at. I'm doing some work. When you get on a bike, I'm just gonna do work. I can't have that. I'm all about the fun and the quick payoffs of it's not serotonin, the dopamine rushes of the downhills, dude.
Yeah, but I love to work for my downs. Like I'll definitely pedal up a shitty ass hill.
Dude, I'll take a goddamn escalator up and ride down the thing every fucking time, dude. If that was an option, I would definitely do that. People don't ski and hike up. People ski and ride the goddamn thing back up because that's way more fun.
Yeah, you can go way longer doing that, and it is more fun.
I mean, dude, it's the fun part. You like the work part is the part that's like, I mean, that's just the work part, dude. If you think about it, if you never had to work and you could just play all day, I would just never go to work either.
Well, yeah, I don't know. You want to feel useful, but I will say that when you're climbing on a mountain bike, you still got to pick your line on the uphills, especially on the harder sections. If there's rock gardens and you're climbing up, it's actually way harder to hit some of these things and like keep your momentum up and like getting your pedals through these rocks that you're trying to get up.
Yeah, that can be really technical. Like hitting those downhills where you're going kind of slow and you're having to like be in a really low gear and adjust speed while you're
it's still
on an
puzzle,
incline.
Yeah.
It's a puzzle,
It's
but
a-
it's
a
a
much
less
harder puzzle.
fun. It's a less fun puzzle.
Oh, dude,
They're-
speaking of
I
puzzles,
wouldn't say it's less hard, dude. Those hitting that downhill really fast, I think that's harder, probably to figure out.
I think there's more consequential decisions.
Definitely that, without a doubt. Without a doubt, it's more consequential. But yeah, man, like shit's happening so fast. You got to either be flowing and not thinking about it, because when you start fucking doubting yourself or something, you'll end up squinching it.
Yep. But you also got to be well rested. Like when I get to the top of a climb, I just take a break because I know that if I just catch my breath real quick, I'll have a way better descent if I'm not all fucking tired.
That's
and
good,
not
yeah.
just like
Thought
clear
about
my
that.
brain real quick.
Yeah, that makes fucking sense. Because usually you're just like, I'm just like, oh, just go right down, just enjoy it, and I just like ride out there. But yeah, man, just fucking chill, hang out for a second, and then really do the downhill right.
Do it right and do
Yeah.
it good and like be fresh. Yeah, I did downhill today. I did a 2-hour bike ride today to Harris, which is right next to Albuquerque. It's fucking world class biking, and I did
Fucking
an hour-
world class biking, indeed.
It is world class, dude. It is so sick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm getting way more savage just because having like these sick trails next to me that I can just go and just go fucking do it, dude. It's 30 minutes. It's a 30-minute drive, but it's a world class.
Yeah.
And so I went out there and did it today. I did a straight hour climbing, but I took my time, like just took some breaks and stuff, and got to the top, and then I fucked up on this one line, but I like went back up and did it again, and just got my confidence up. Right? I don't really remember. I was gonna make a point about this. Don't remember what it was.
Something with the flow.
The flow of the. Yeah,
I don't know, just being like in a flow state, like if you're going downhill and not squinching it
Yeah, I took my
because you
break.
overthought anything.
It was an hour climb, and then it was a 30-minute down. Oh, I think I was gonna point out that the downhill was a 30-minute downhill for my hour and 15 minutes. It was like an hour climb, hour 4, and I got to the top, got my breath. But with that 30 minutes of downhill, like it tests like your endurance. Like you've been going down for so long, so you just get tired. You're like, oh my god, I've been going down for so long.
That just sounds like, how can we make something tight and just make it all overall be like difficult, man? Because then like the downhill, it's supposed to be fun for that hour and that fucking 15 minutes of work. It's like, all right, now fucking halfway through this downhill, I'm like, all right, now I want the downhill. I'd rather go back uphill for a minute. How fucked up is this shit that now I want to go back uphill? Like this downhill is really wearing me out. What the fuck, dude? Because like, on the downhill, yeah, you're definitely more upper body strength.
Yeah,
And-
and you're like.
Yeah, downhill's all leg strength.
Because there's the consequential decision making.
Yeah.
You don't want to fuck up because that's it.
I like that because I like the mountain biking because it's a good like training for being just in any kind of flow state, any kind of hyper focused state where you're just like letting go of everything else, letting go of the second guessing yourself, I guess, full confidence. I don't know what you would call that because flow state sounds so fucking corny now, and it just doesn't
Like
really. It doesn't give me an idea. It doesn't.
Meditative state. Do you not want to say that either? It's still corny.
No, not
'Cause you're,
meditative
like,
at all.
you're focused,
It's not
you're, like,
meditative.
absolutely focused on this one thing.
I think it's like a lack of inner monologue for a minute, like a lack of fucking that. All right.
Yeah.
You know, like the idea that there's like your mind is kind of like the player, and then your body's like your mind is the player, and then your brain is the controller, and then fucking your.
Wait, you said mind and brain.
Yeah.
Is there two different things now?
I would say that like not like it's two separate entities, like my mind is floating around somewhere, but I would classify my brain as the hardware and my mind as some software running, and so I wouldn't say that my software. I wouldn't say that OBS is my computer. Yeah.
All right, so continue with the
yeah.
analogy.
So you got your mind up here, and then you got the brain's the controller, and then you're basically controlling this character in a game of life, essentially, and you're just like. You're basically improving your character however you want to improve your character. And, fuck, what was my goddamn point here, dude? This is all going to build up into some great point. I guarantee it. What were we originally just talking about?
You're saying that's what you like about mountain biking. Like, you like the point that...
Oh, yeah. It's just like training a flow state. And so you're just like training whatever. You're training your mind to, like, just turn off your You're just like working off the brain, basically, dude. Like I feel like you're turning off the whole like inner monologue, the whole second guessing, the whole fucking can I do this? Am I good enough for this? Oh my god, am I gonna fuck that up? Oh my god, look at that, I need to do that. Anything like that, and you're just letting your body just go, just like a monkey swings through the trees and just never falls because he's just fucking just swinging. And even though it's crazy, you know what I mean? Like what he's doing, there's fucking branches everywhere, and you just see him like flying through, and you're like, what the fuck? How's he doing this? He's just like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm just like, it's like walking for him because he's done it so much. That like if you train your brain to just be in that state of swinging, basically of monkey swinging, instead of fucking, if you're a human doing that, dude, you can only swing for so long. You're gonna eat shit without a doubt.
Yeah.
Because you can never turn it all the way off. You can never completely shut off that human self-doubt.
Yeah, I think that's you could get fit for doing that. I don't think you could ever be as good as a monkey at doing that, but I think you could get.
Well, no, I mean
some fitness.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's impossible to like. Just turn it off. You can just train yourself as best as you can to have longer periods of focus, I guess.
Yeah.
Like say you're like
control.
Yeah, like say you're like a guy who's like say like the Rolling Stones or something. One of the dudes that's been in that band that's been playing for so long and doing these concerts for so long. Like now I feel like they're just like there's on autopilot at this point. You know what I mean? There's no self-doubt in any of it, dude. They're just like nail it every time, like whatever, dude. Or maybe they get super drunk and phone in. I don't know what they do now. But I know Mick Jagger's in super bitchin' shape.
I think they just released a new album.
Really?
A new song. Yeah. No, that was Grateful Dead. Sorry, that was Grateful Dead. Sorry.
Why even try with them either? Are they good now? We're not good now.
I didn't listen to it. I just saw it and was like, that's interesting.
It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if I want to hear any more Rolling Stones. Like, are you guys...
Someone does.
Somebody out there?
I mean, you heard Metallica when he came on Joe Rogan's podcast. He was like, "Yeah, just listen to your shit. It was awesome." And I was like, "Was it?" You know, in my head, but if you're talking to that guy, you'd want to say that.
You definitely want to say that if he's sitting right in front of you, and you know he could probably smash your head in.
And it probably, I mean, I'm sure it is good. I never listened to it myself, but it's not really my thing. I was ever into.
If you want my metalhead opinion, I would say that. Of their newer things as they've been progressing, like they're definitely it got to a more older Metallica style where it was a little bit heavier, thrashier like they used to be, and less like radio rock. But they still had aspects of that in there. But it was definitely one of their heavier records, and it was their best one, like of their later ones, I would say. As far as a couple songs were pretty decent, but it's just still not like it's not what it used to be, dude. They're not angry fucking young dudes that are super pissed off. You know what I mean? They're they're old sober. Angst. They're old sober guys. Yeah, they're not drunk and fucking angry at the world. Which is really, I mean, a lot of those times it's like, man, you guys might as well just like start a new band or something, or I don't know. It just doesn't seem like natural. But that's retarded to say because it's like I still would love to, I would still go see Metallica if they were live and I got some tickets. I don't know if I'd pay the amount of
I wouldn't
fucking
pay,
dollars that they're charging for their actual concerts right now. But
yeah, if someone like bought me the tickets and like, here you go, I'd go.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say no.
I bet it's a pretty bitchin' show too.
Now
that they're sober, they probably play the songs really well, so that's good.
Are they all sober?
I'm pretty sure all of them are sober. I know for sure the singer is because he was like super deep in alcoholism, like bad, and I think the drummer's pretty much. I think he's clean too. The guy that was on Napster, on the Napster shit that started the whole anti-piracy movement thing, Lars Ulrich.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about the other guys for sure. I just know that I'm pretty sure most of them are sober. Like Korn's sober too now, and then Christian. Got some Christian things, but they're still doing the same thing. They're still playing Korn.
Like Korn is like, Christian now?
Like one of the dudes is like full on converted. I don't know if it's two of them or just the one.
Dude, do you think that he did that because he just figured out this way to make a shit ton of money is just to be Christian? And just like rep that set?
If you're already kind of famous.
Yeah, like it's guaranteed like.
Because then no matter what you're doing, kids can still tell their parents it's Christian.
It's Christian, exactly.
Like you can literally do a death metal album where it's all satanic chants, or it's just like and people say you just make it so they can't understand it, like Cannibal Corpse style vocals, and then you just sell it as Jesus medals of some sort, like the Devil Slayer or something like that. And then people tell their parents, no, this is against all that bad metal. This is for Jesus. And then they can just tell their parents that. But actually, you're just like drilling in like fucking evil Satanist shit.
Dude, apparently that's what they were talking about on Ian. I don't know if you listened to the one with Ian recently, but because it wasn't that interesting, but there was a couple good points in there. But one of them was he was talking about how he saw a video of Trump where he said, if I was gonna run for president, I'd run as a Republican because all those people are dumb as fuck. And then Joe brought up the video of L. Ron Hubbard, the starter of Scientology. How there's a video of him out there. He's like, if you really want to make money, you want to start a religion. And like they're just talking about how they're out there just speaking some truth. And that's just how it is.
It's just how it is, dude. Yeah, man, that's fucking. Some people don't give a fuck, dude. Yo, how about that? Literally, since the last time we did a podcast, in that small amount of time, that Scaramucci guy's come and gone. How funny is that, dude? I wish he was still around. I wanted to laugh. I was like, dude, just keep this guy, please. And of all the dudes of all the damage you've done, please keep this guy around because this is hilarious, dude. His whole life is fucked, dude. Just think about this right now. Think about your life. If you're ever down, if anybody out there, if you're ever feeling down, realize that dude like spent a whole bunch of money, got some shit job, fucking his wife that was 9 months pregnant, divorced him, and then he wasn't there for his baby's birth because he was somewhere with Trump, and then a couple of days later they fired him, and now everybody hates him in the whole entire country. Nobody takes him seriously. He probably how hard is it gonna be? Yeah, dude. That guy, and that was literally, it was at 10 days I think he was in there, and they just fired him. He was saying crazy shit that was hilarious. He was talking about Steve Bannon sucking his own dick. And,
yeah, that was awesome.
I don't suck my own dick. It was fucking hilarious though. I was like, this is just great. And I was like, how came not? They were like, dude, this guy is too off the rails, dude. Like, we got to get him out of here. But man, he would have been funny.
Yeah, he's one of those just straight. I don't know if you call him Long Island, but he just reminded me like a
oh yeah, like one of those fucking northern, just fucking dirty, just fast talking, fucking money grabbing bastards.
Yeah, just one of those slimy
scumbags.
Yeah. Like, you just look at him and you're like, yeah, the mooch, and he looks.
The mooch. Is this guy a character? Like, it was so funny. It was just like, this is so great. I cannot believe it's all you can hope for nowadays in politics, right? Is at least give me a good character in this show. Can I get a good, funny character?
See, Kid Rock's he's like ahead in the primaries of whatever the fuck. Is he running for like Congress or the Senate or something? Can you look up what Kid Rock is running for? Like,
I believe it so bad. I mean, that's what it is now, man. It's great. We just want somebody that we all know in there. We could trust Kid Rock. He's a regular guy like us. Probably is for the better, dude. They probably are more normal than a politician, money-grubbing fucking maniac.
Well, Kid Rock's been on the Trump dick.
Dude, how about Trump? This was a hilarious Trump troll. I'm amazed sometimes at the blatant trolling that is happening. Like the blatant internet-level trolling. Oh, my God, you're waving at somebody as I go past. That's so hilarious. But, yeah, the blatant, like, internet-level trolling that happens with this guy. He just read some fucking headline. Swiped over on my phone the other day, and it was just like, Trump calls the White House a dump. It's a total like just the wording that he chose is like so antagonistic, dude. And it was for no reason. Like, I'm just gonna call this place a dump just to piss off a swath of people.
They're asking him, why do you go to your resort so much? And that's when he said, because the White House is a dump.
That's even better. That's so funny, dude. It's so troll. That's not. Well, you're not gonna get that anywhere. That's fucking just too much, man. We're living in a fucking cartoon, bro. We're living in a cartoon.
This place is a dump.
This place is hey, because that place is a shithole. I don't know. Fuck you. I'm a douche. I don't give a fuck. I'm an asshole. Look, I'm douche and mooch. I'm the douche. The douche. They call me the douche.
Dude, speaking of puzzles, last night we went and did one of those things called an escape room. Have you heard of them or like ever done one?
No. Sounds kinky.
Sounds kanky, dude.
Sounds kinky.
There were a lot of locks. So, what escape rooms are is they essentially you go to these places and they've like set up some little lore for you, some sort of like puzzle, some story, and they put you in it. And basically they put you in a room and then they say go, and you got to like solve the mystery. You got to figure out what's going on in this room, and you got to get out of the room. You're trying to escape the room, dude.
Dude, whoever did this with me would be miserable. God forbid, if I would do that with Sam, she'd be like, "Would you shut up, dude?" Because I would just be talking so much shit about the whole thing. Because I would not be able to. I wouldn't be able to take myself seriously, and I'd be so self-conscious doing a mystery. Did somebody set up a mystery for you, dude? You go LARPing afterwards? What are you talking about?
We did it, and it was me and one of the guys that's leaving from our like intern pod at work. He set it up, and so like. I think there's 8 of us, like 7 engineers, and Erica came because Erica loves those little mystery things. Yeah. And we all got in there, and we did. It was called The Cabin. There was like this serial killer who killed a bunch of women, and we were in his cabin, and we were like trying to figure out who his
that.
We were trying to figure out his identity.
Dude. You're crazy.
We were trying to figure out his identity. We had to figure out there was some girl that's alive. We had to figure out what her identity was and where she was, and then we had to also escape the room. And you have 1 hour to do it, dude. So you're on a timer, and they put you in this one room, and just like there's 8 people in this little ass room, dude, and you're all searching around trying to figure out. And there's like 8 mysteries, dude, going on. There's like 6 different locks, and you're just trying to figure out how to open up all these locks. Like some of them are turns, some of them are keys, and then we opened the first one, and then we ended up in this like closet. And then I had like this, we found a black light in one of the things, and then like I read around the light, it was like Simon Says, pull this, like because the serial killer's name was Simon, like pulled the light, and then it opened up this secret door.
You didn't come in your hand and throw it at the wall right there?
What?
Just so somebody pulled out the black light and was like, oh, Jesus.
No, I did fuck with people because I was like looking for a clue, couldn't find any clues. I was like, well, I guess I'm checking everyone's pants. So I like pointing at all the dudes' crotch, like, who's been jerking it?
No one did. Nobody jerked. Oh,
I think if I would have seen it, I would have been like, not gonna say anything. Leave your personal business.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you, homie.
So we ended up in the closet, and I pulled this thing, and it opened up this long hall thing. We walked down to the end. There's like this breaker box with a lock on it. We had to figure out how to get that lock. And then you opened up that, and you ended up in this other room, dude. And there's like 30 different locks we had to solve, dude, with all these crazy puzzles. And we
you sound like a kid talking about a video game to their dad right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm probably.
It's so funny. It's so funny. You're like, no. And then you go down this hall, and then we were in the boss room, and then we got that. But then there was like this other lock, and then I needed Sterling to come in. That was great,
dude. But there was all 8 of us, and we were like solving different puzzles in there, trying to like figure out how to open up all the different locks.
Oh, so it was co-op.
Yeah, we all co-op, dude. We were all together, and
big team battle. It's a big team.
We got out of there with like 3+ minutes to spare, and it has a 15% success rate. So just like the fact that we even got it's pretty good.
Oh shit, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so there's like puzzles, and most people don't even get out. He's talking about.
So is this like in somebody's house?
No, it's like a like imagine one of those old strip malls, and they just like boarded off and like set up a fucking lore in there, dude. It's pretty cool.
All right. I mean, it's pretty cool. What is So it's like a business.
It's a business. Yeah, we paid these people to do that.
Okay, dude. I'm just picturing like it's like some weird like home business, like somebody like has their house and they like set it up.
That'd be kind of creepy. No, that'd be way creepier.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. And for some reason, I was just like,
going to someone's house and they.
That's why I was like, nah, dude, I wouldn't do that. Fuck that, dude. I'm not getting locked in somebody's house or some shit like in a house. I'm picturing like being in a house. I got you.
It's like a strip mall, and you like it was just like they
made it look like a house or what?
Yeah, once you got inside, it was all set up like a house. There's like this weird bed and everything.
Gotcha.
It was fucking sick.
Makes sense.
It was really cool.
I'm on board again.
I'm pretty like excited to do another one. Just like I don't know, I feel good because like. Eric and I were talking like I don't think we would have got out of there by ourselves, like just the 2 of us. We needed like all 8 people like to fucking get out of that thing. But,
that's probably why it's 15% because it's like it's counting all the times that like 1 or 2 people in there, and it's probably you can't even fucking physically solve it because you can't be in that many places.
I was absolutely overwhelmed. Like there's just locks on everything.
Dude, I could picture you.
God.
I could picture your face being like. Overwhelmed at some locks, dude. I really could. Just being like, oh my fucking god, dude. You're just like sitting there just looking like just stuck. I could totally see it being like, Sterling, man, what are we gonna do? And you're gonna be like, I don't know, dude. There's so many goddamn locks in here.
It's just for a minute, and then like basically, what was good was like a bunch of engineers, and they just sort of get it. Like we all just like went off and like did our own thing. Like no one wanted to work on one thing, but like everyone just like, oh, there's a bunch of people here. I'm gonna work on something else. So like everyone just naturally divvied up tasks, right?
Yeah.
Like no one really wanted to like work with a bunch of other people. Like, everyone kind of wanted to do. Like they like work with one person, but like if they saw there's too many people, they'd be like, there's too many people. I'm gonna do something else. So everyone's like working on different things, and like you go to a room and all of a sudden, like, oh shit, how'd that thing get open? You guys got in here? What's going on now? And then like you get involved. It was fucking cool. It was so
That's
cool.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What Wubdies asks, what would you do if it was Arab owned? What the fuck? What is that even supposed to mean?
Oh shit! Like are they gonna blow us up?
I don't know. But it's like a kill room, I guess. Hey, come on, American. This is fun time where we make mystery for you. We make mystery for you.
If it's
Come.
good, I don't
No,
know.
coming back. Coming back. All locks. Everything
I don't
locked
know why
up
they
in
said
here.
Indian.
You're
Everything's
totally locked.
up.
When you hear the sound, the hissing sound, it's the air condition.
Not the gas. No,
I think-
they had it.
I think
They
I'd
had-
still
they
do
had-
it.
They straight up lock you in there, but there's like a key next to the door that's like emergency. Like you can just unlock yourself if you need to. It's like, so if you need to go to the bathroom or just take a break or whatever, I was like, is a smoke break an emergency? It's like kind of fucking with them. Like if I just need to step out for a smoke.
Step out for a smoke and like look up that I beat this.
Well, what was cool, this one wasn't like one that they bought. Like the owners made it. So there's no forums. Like there's no way to figure like. Very few people have done it. It's just like a local Albuquerque escape room.
That's pretty tight. I never heard of them. We don't have shit like that around here in the South.
I don't know. Look it up. You might find one.
Escape room in the South. I think the Southern accent might be way scarier than any type of ethnic situation, dude. I feel like, here, come on back in the room. All right, we're going to lock you in. You're like, shit, dude. What if they built one down here on like a plantation? Would you do it?
I mean, dude, what if it was like, the whole plantation, you went to like different, I don't know. The whole idea is just fucking cool, dude. Just solving puzzles, like just putting you in there. It's fun.
I'm saying like, you know those like weird, creepy plantation haunted houses and shit? You ever go to one of those?
I never went to one, but I can imagine.
They have those out there?
Well, there's no plantations out here.
Or
that
a
I
corn
know of.
maze. Yeah, haunted corn maze and shit.
Yeah, they have the corn mazes. I did one, but it wasn't like it was like a it was pretty cool. It got ruined for me by some drunk bitches, but it was like a haunted maze, and it was all zombified, but it was like a lore, dude. You could choose different paths inside of it. Like there was no one set path. Like you got on it, and you had to jump in one of those like back to those Jurassic Park trucks where they got benches on either side and a really thin thing that you walk through in the middle.
Yeah.
Like trucked you in, and as soon as they trucked you in, there's zombies crawling out, and they're like, go, 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 and you like run, and then you're like with two people, and like one person's telling you that the person that you're with is actually like turned or something, or they're trying to like turn you into zombies as like a test, and they're like, come with me, and you like gotta make a choice at that moment. Are you gonna go with the person that you're with or this new person? So it's like,
what, dude? The person you came with, or the
like
the person like? Okay, so wait, it's the
like
person
the
that works there
leader.
with you, right?
Exactly, the person that works you, that's leading you currently. Someone comes out and there's like, no, like these
Gotcha.
people are actually fucked up. They're trying to fuck you over. You got to come with us, and like you got to make a game time decision. Like, who do you trust? Like this person who just came out of the woods, or do you trust these people? And so we went with the person who just showed up out of nowhere. We just followed them instead of sticking with the people we were with. I was like, I don't know, I don't like these people anyways. I'm gonna go check out these people.
You went with your gut. You were like, I like this guy better. I think he's telling the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Went with them. Then ended
Turns
up on
out
this
he was
whole
not
crazy
telling the
thing.
truth, was he?
And then, I don't really fucking remember, dude. I don't remember. It kind of got ruined for us because we had these fucking drunk bitches with us, dude. So we like show up, and there's this. They ended up in our group, right? Exactly. And we show up, and the guy's giving us the rundown. Like, here's what's going on. Like, we just got in. It's fucking crazy. You guys got to help us out. Here's what's going on. And these bitches are playing like the Cranberries zombie song because it's a zombie.
Oh my god, dude.
Zombie. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
shut up, dude. That's like the most. If there's one song that a chick could sing super drunk and it'd be the worst, it's that song, right?
That's
the most annoying track of all. That one, right? I could just imagine. Yeah, that's the
And, like,
worst
they're
song
doing
ever.
it, and the guy's talking.
Oh
and
my
I think
God.
one of us had to be like, "Hey, tell these bitches to shut up. I can't hear anything you're saying."
Like, do something way scarier right now. Scare the shit out of these motherfuckers. What is this?
And so we were getting out of that like Jurassic Park thing, and the thing like where the zombies are crawling on the gun. They're like, "You gotta go!"
Yeah.
And this bitch like falls out and rolls her ankle. She straight up rolls her ankle. Now she's like hobbling along, drunk as fuck. She straight up ruined the whole experience.
Like this is how shit happens. You're getting left behind.
Yeah, dude, I would have kicked her into the zombies. That would have been a real situation.
That's hilarious, man.
You're done. You're
kicking
done.
you into him. You're food. I'm gonna actually use you as a shield. I'm gonna buy some time, Joe ass. About to buy some time with Joe ass.
Yeah, they're gonna eat you. Exactly. You're just bait.
You're just bait.
You just rolled your ankle. You just rolled your ankle and we're secure. I don't know.
You just did the thing that you just did the most cliche thing you could do in this situation. You're definitely dying, just like in the movies. That's what happens every time. Oh my god, I fell. And you're like, yeah, bitch, that's that. Where you're like, whoa, that really happens. As you're running away, you're like, that's crazy. That actually happens. They do fall most of the time. That's fucking crazy. 50% fall. Statistically, that's fucking amazing. But yeah, man, those things are like the first attempts at Westworld, where it's like, everybody, let's all play along in some fucking crazy horror world. I remember Danny Rosario telling me this story about one where this guy was like slamming a fake chainsaw next to his head in the fucking wall and shit, and it was making sparks because the walls were metal. Like a chainsaw with no chain on it.
Yeah.
It just like fucking slamming it and shit, and it was fucking like literally like banging on the side of your head and shit, dude. I would never do shit like that. Fuck that, dude. I went one time to some fucking live thing and I dipped out. I think like I was really young, but I just dipped out like right before I even walked the fucking door, dude. Nah, man, it's too aggressive, bro. It's like, man, if you just gave me a crazy, scary looking outfit and you're like, here, go fuck with people. You know how much potentially damaging shit could happen? You know how crazy, you know, like fucking horrible somebody can be, man? I don't know. This is a weird thing to want to go get like fucking mentally tormented for a fucking
Where's the
20 minutes.
The HR resource book on this.
Well, it's like,
how do you train this guy?
Yeah, like, you know, like the little things you ride through the haunted houses, like a fucking fair or some shit, or like some small theme park where it's just like, you know, shit pops out and it's like some spooky weird things, but you just go through.
You see that one that
automated
broke down like a week ago?
Tell me about it.
One of those swinging ones. It was swinging, just like fucking. It fell apart, dude, and like killed a couple people at the fair.
What,
I was like, that's why I don't go to those rickety ass fairs.
Oh god, dude! You mean like one of those just the thing you just sit in the swing and it spins you?
It was one of those spinny things, but it had like a bunch of carousels in it, and it would kind of like pivot this way, and it had the spinner appear up. So if you're going with your elbow's in the ground, and you can bend your elbow either way, the carousels would be spinning about the top, so you can sort of bend your elbow back and forth, and then everything's spinning about that your hand around it, and that thing just like split apart, dude. And like the carriages go boom, boom. They're tumbling through crowds of people, dude. It's pretty crazy.
How many people died in that shit?
I think it was like, I want to say 8, but
damn,
don't look it up yourself. Don't repeat that.
You just did live.
Yeah, I did. But I'm just saying, like, you know, when you hear people say shit, and you're like, oh man, I've never actually looked into this myself.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So, just that's what I think it is. But I have about, say, 30% confidence that's right.
Just about 30 only. Be safe, I guess. He said Ohio State Fair, 1 died only, not 8.
1 died. See, I was 8 times too big. That's why I get the internet. Thanks,
the
internet.
The firecracker is the ride. At least they went out with a bang. Bam!
Oh.
Thank you.
Be here all week.
I'll be here all week. That was actually a good pun too. Damn it. I'm savoring that for a moment. But no, dude, if you're letting a bunch of meth heads like set up all the equipment, I could imagine. That's what? Did a bomb just go off?
No, there's some. I think everyone's going to like a baseball game or something. I don't know if you can see them.
I saw people. That sounded crazy. I heard a bang. Scary.
It's just like a really heavy locked door over there. Well, with that bang, I think we need to head out.
All right, yeah, we'll go ahead and do it before I start shitting on carnies. But say a bunch of very insensitive thing about carnival workers. Many an insensitive thing. All right, guys. That was serious bullshit. Was that 6?
6.
6 in the books, and
The very first 6th episode.
the very first
one.
and last. Sorry, guys. Sorry to let everybody know
Sorry,
this
guys.
is the last
That's it.
6th episode. There'll be no more 6 episodes after this one, and yeah, we'll see you guys the next week.
Peace.
Deuce.